I'm in Wellington and I've been in court all week because the Australian man who massacred 51 people at 2 Christchurch mosques is asking for his guilty pleas to be vacated, essentially to be struck out. He was deemed to be someone driven by an extreme right-wing Islamophobic ideology, and the security around this case is very high. This bag is going to be checked several times today. My ID documents have been checked several times over the course of the week, and there's only just a few reporters are actually allowed into court. The 35-year-old Australian appeared via video link from his prison for about 3 hours. He told the court that when he pled guilty in March 2020, he was acting irrationally, and that's because he said his mental health had suffered because of the very harsh conditions of his confinement. We could see him for 3 hours in there, but just a few minutes was released for publication. And that's because the New Zealand authorities are really trying to make sure that he's not able to use the court as a platform. The court's heard from a number of experts this week, a whole string of Brenton Tarrant's former lawyers, a couple of psychologists, both of them were Australian, and a couple of senior corrections officials, as well as, of course, as his lawyers. Their identities are suppressed. We just call them counsel A, B, C, and D. And lawyers for the Crown. They're the people that are arguing against his application to vacate his guilty pleas. The victims and their families aren't here. They're in Christchurch following a delayed recording in a special courtroom. They'd rather not be here. It's a difficult week for them, but they're determined to keep showing up. What's happening here is extraordinary for New Zealand, but there are some parallels, and legal experts point to, for example, the case of Anders Behring Breivik. He's a Norwegian neo-Nazi, and he's serving 21 years for the murders of 77 people. That was in 2011. And he has kept pressing the courts, essentially. He keeps bringing cases because of the conditions of his confinement and because of his sentence. And people here think that's what we're seeing from the Christchurch terrorists. So what now? There's no jury here. 3 judges will retire to make their decision, and we might not know it for a couple of months.